Thank you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second chance run. This is the kickoff for the second chance run in Houston. My name is Curran. I'm the Vice President of Organ Operations for LifeGift. I have some excellent co-hosts here with me today. Our ambassadors of hope work to raise awareness about organ, eye, and tissue donation and transplantation, and the positive impact it can have on our families and communities. Their stories are remarkable, and I'd like to thank them all for being here with us today to share their personal stories. Before we begin, I'd like you to please join me and take a moment to remember and honor those who have touched the lives of others through organ, eye, and tissue donation. Their generosity and the generosity of their families saved and enhanced the lives of so many and enabled transplant recipients a return to good health and more time with their families and loved ones. Our donors leave a lasting legacy and a positive impact on the world. So before we begin, if you could please take a moment for remembrance of those who have died and been heroes as organ, eye, and tissue donors. Thank you. Obviously, the COVID-19 pandemic has impacted all public events, but it hasn't stopped LifeGift and transplant recipients, donor family members, and donation advocates from raising awareness about organ, eye, and tissue donation and transplantation. In fact, LifeGift held the Fort Worth Second Chance Run in May. We also had the Lubbock Second Chance Run in August, and both were a great success. Today's Houston Second Chance Run is also a great opportunity to raise awareness about organ, eye, and tissue donation. So this Houston Second Chance Run is beginning today as a virtual run, and it's not too late to register and participate. You have until tomorrow to register for the Houston Second Chance Run so you can help raise awareness for organ, eye, and tissue donation and transplantation. Now, I'd love to introduce you to all of our ambassadors to hope. I had the chance to meet Shannon last year at the LifeGift Family Remembrance and Medal of Honor ceremony. Hi, Shannon. Thanks for being here today.
Hi, Chris. Thank you for... I just want to say briefly that, my family's committed to Donate Lives Texas Second Chance Run in honor of the beautiful woman who gave me the gift of sight, Shelly Davis. Just a little bit about her. She was the perfect wife and loving mother of two boys who she treasured fiercely. She was the youngest daughter of two United States Marine Corps veterans. And it was also her, she was my little sister. Direct donation is incredible. Anybody who's a recipient and anybody who chooses to register to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor is a hero. And I applaud everybody. And in honor of my Shelly, my sister, we participate in this run, and I encourage everybody to register to be donors. I'll carry my sister in my heart, and now I'm honored to say that I can carry her in my sight.
Great, thanks, Shannon. I appreciate it. Your story was so moving when I first heard it at the Donor Medal of Honor ceremony, and thank you again for sharing it with everybody. Shelly's story is truly amazing, and the fact that you now see because of her is truly just a remarkable story. So thank you again, Shannon, for sharing your story and for raising awareness about organ, eye, and tissue donation and transplantation. Thank you. So next, we're going to talk to Monica Emerson. I had the chance to meet Monica Emerson a few months ago as well. She was kind enough to share her story with our LifeGift organ operations staff members. Our ambassadors of hope do more than just educating and raising awareness about the importance of eye and organ and tissue donation in our communities. We also sometimes will ask them to speak to our staff as a reminder of the importance of this work, a connective purpose. And so thank you, Monica, for being with us today.
I'm Monica. Thank you so much for having me. And I have my immediate family here with me. We're so happy to support LifeGift, participate in the Second Chance Run again this year, and honor my son, Jordan, who we lost last year. And we were thankful enough to be able to discuss organ donation with him before the time came, and he was so passionate about it. I know that he is smiling down on us from heaven because he was able to save so many lives with his organ tissue and eye donation. And we're just really happy to be a part of all this. It's been really helpful for me to meet the people that I've met and hear all these great stories and spread the word of LifeGift. I can't stop talking about it. So thank you for having us. I've got my family behind me if they want to peek in real quick.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Monica. Thank you, Emerson family. Thanks for being with us today. It's great to see so many families participating in this. Organ donation and transplantation tissue, it's about families, it's about community. And so I always love to see people with their families together. And I think organ donation and transplantation brings people together in that way, in a way unlike anything else. Monica, thank you so much for being with us today and all the work that you do as an ambassador of hope. And thank you for Jordan. Honestly, thank you for Jordan. It's worth mentioning, not to brag or anything, Monica, do you want to tell us about how last year you won the trophy for the second largest team?
We did. We had the second largest team last year by about 3 people under, but we had a great presence down at Minute Maid, and my friend made us these great shirts with Jordan's name all over them, and so we looked good out there. I was very proud of them, and this year I pushed even harder, so we got a little bit more exposure this year. So even though we went virtual, everybody was still very happy to participate. It made me very proud.
That's great. I can't wait to see what the final team number is for you. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Monica. So just as a reminder, I don't know if any of you out there have seen the story about Sebastian Hurtado in the news this week, but this annual event provides hope to individuals like Sebastian, who's 13. He was diagnosed with a rare lung disease called pleuroparenchymal fibroelastosis, and he needed a double lung transplant. He was initially placed on the transplant waiting list on October 15th of last year, and he received his life-saving gift at Texas Children's Hospital in January of this year. And it's for people like Sebastian that we do this work every single day and try to raise awareness about organ, eye, and tissue donation. So thank you. Eileen, next up, Eileen Wagner is a liver recipient and has a great story, and Eileen is joined by her husband. Eileen, would you like to share your story and introduce your husband to us as well?
Sure. This is Roger, and he's been my caretaker for many years now because I was sick for many years. But the last year of my life that I thought I was going to die, luckily I got an organ donor. An organ donor marked that box, and I was saved. And every day I'm grateful, and every day I'm excited that I wake up. So this second chance run and LifeGift means a lot to me, because I wouldn't be sitting here right now telling my story had I not gotten that donor. So it's important to me that everybody signs up to be donors. It makes a difference in somebody's life, and it made a big difference in mine. I see my children, my grandchildren, and on, my family, my dad. So I feel so blessed, and I'm excited that we're doing the second chance run today.
That's great. Eileen, thank you very much. I'm so glad to see you restored to health after your liver transplant and doing well. And thank Roger for us, of course, as well, for doing his part to raise awareness for organ, eye, and tissue donation. Thank you both for being with us today. And we're glad you're here.
Thanks.
Thank you. Just as a note to all of you out there watching, if you register for the Second Chance Run, you'll receive a commemorative Donate Life Run 2020 t-shirt. In addition, the largest team will be recognized after the race and receive the largest team trophy. We're not going to be awarding trophies for first, second, and third. This run is about raising awareness. So get a team together, get as many people as you can together to help raise awareness about organ, eye, and tissue donation. Next, we're going to talk to Jenny McFarland. Jenny received a double lung transplant in 2018. And Jenny, do you want to tell us a little bit about your story?
Hi, I'm Jenny. I had a double lung transplant 2 years ago, and I have my husband here, Kevin, who has been with me every step of the way. I can't say enough about his support and my family's. And I also have, flashing behind me are all my team members this year. I was so grateful for my team members who all jumped in to support me, and I'm just super grateful for my life now. I had so much struggles before my transplant where I couldn't hardly do anything. I couldn't breathe. And because I had somebody selflessly give me their lungs, I can now do so many more things. I went on this 5K walk this morning for my donor. I couldn't have done that before. I've worked full time since my transplant. I've gone hiking. I've done so many great things since I received my lungs, and I'm so grateful. And I know my husband here is so grateful too, and my whole family is. And if it wasn't for LifeGift, this wouldn't be possible. So I'm so grateful for LifeGift, and I just feel blessed and thankful.
Jenny, thank you so much. We're so glad that you're here with us as well. Jenny, do you want to talk a little bit about your podcast? Do you want to just give a plug for that real quick?
Yes, I have a podcast called Pre to Post Transplant, and that's the inspiration for my team name. I use it to provide information and inspiration for everybody in the transplant community. I'm hoping to reach a lot of pre-transplant people so they can, kind of get more out of it before their transplant. And I know that it gives a lot of support to post-transplant also, because we can all relate to it. Everybody's story is different, but yet so the same. So it just feels like we're all in it together. So that's what I hope to do with my podcast.
That's great, Jenny. Thank you so much. And thanks for the work you're doing, not just to raise awareness about organ, eye, and tissue donation, but also for helping to educate other people that are going through the transplant journey like you are. We really appreciate that. I also want to just say thanks to Kevin, your husband, who has been helpful to us in setting up this live stream today. Obviously, he's very tech savvy, but I understand he also works in healthcare. Kevin, I wonder if you could share a little bit about the work that you do.
Sure. I'm an emergency room nurse. So oftentimes we do see people when they're in that emergent moment where they may have to consider organ and tissue donation, and have unfortunately had the opportunity to start those conversations with many families to start to talk about tissue and organ donation. And luckily have been blessed enough to see not only the donor side of it, but also now the recipient side of it, which is just amazing and just makes me an even stronger advocate. We definitely need healthcare advocates to be advocating for organ and tissue donation. It saves lives.
Great, thank you, Kevin. Well said. I also just want to say thanks to you for working on the front line during the pandemic. It's clearly not easy for our frontline healthcare workers, but thank you so much for what you do every day, saving lives in more ways than one. So thank you sincerely for all that work.
Thank you so much.
Seriously. I think next it would be great to go to Abby and Reed. And Abby's got some bragging to do as well for the work that she did with the Second Chance Run last year. But Abby and Reed, do you want to share?
Sure. My name is Abby Gray. I'm actually visiting my mom out of town. My husband is at home, ironically, with the home sign behind his head. Reed Gray, he is a liver transplant recipient, and he received his liver transplant whenever I was 21 weeks pregnant with our IVF babies. So our twins. So we are, because of his transplant, he is able to live a healthy and active life and run after our toddlers, who are almost 18 now. But we are so grateful, not only for our Sparks, but for his family. They have truly supported us throughout all of this. And so last year, we started a team to honor him. And we have the large team. So I know that a lot of his family and friends are participating again this year, and we're just so grateful to have not only the gift of life from Clayton, but to have such an amazing relationship with his family now as well.
Hey, thanks, Abby, and thanks to Team Clayton. Reed, do you want to share a bit?
Yes, I don't have a lot to add to what Abby just said, but I was on the list for a couple of years. The disease that I had was one that does not move you up the list as it progresses to get worse. You just get worse, and without Clayton and his family and the direct donation that I got, I would most definitely still be on the list. I'd be still getting worse, and I wouldn't be able to enjoy the new gifts that we have in our lives. So yeah, just incredibly grateful to Clayton and to Beth and Larry. So
Great, thank you, Reed. Thanks, Team Clayton, everybody that's a part of that team, honoring Clayton as in events like this and every day. Thank you so much. And congratulations, those before the webcast had started, we got to see your kids and they're adorable. So congratulations.
I sent them outside. We decided they were a little too rambunctious right now.
That's okay.
They
Well,
have supervision out there though. Don't worry.
Oh, that's good. They're not running around alone.
No.
Doing their own 5K. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much. In keeping with the theme of seconds, we have our second Shannon of the day. Shannon Andreas is joining us today. And Shannon, do you want to share with us your story?
Yes, I'd love to. So I'm going to make this kind of short and sweet, like my son's life. He passed away December 2019, the age of 4 months old. And you just never think as parents that you're going to smile again when your child passes away. But a couple hours after we left the hospital, we got a phone call from LifeGift asking about organ, eye, and tissue donation. And immediately we started smiling. We knew that it was something that we had to do for Case. And so we agreed. And then 3 weeks later, I became a Hope Ambassador with LifeGift. And we are just so excited to be a part of this. And this is big sister Aria. And yesterday we found out that we're having another little girl. So little sister is going to kind of help keep, organ donation in our site and talking to everybody about it in honor of our baby Case.
Great, thank you so much, Shannon. Shannon, do you want to introduce, is that your husband with you? Do you want to
Yes,
introduce
this
your husband?
is my husband, Chris. This is our daughter, Aria, 3-year-old. So I feel you, the Gray family, trying to, do this with a toddler.
No, it's great that your entire family is there. Chris, great name, by the way, of course. And thank you so much, Shannon, for what you and your family are doing to raise awareness. And, I think it is a reminder that in terrible times, organ, eye, and tissue donation can be that silver lining in such a tragic event, tragic circumstances for families and communities. And I just want to thank you for highlighting that and seeing the good in donation after you've suffered and your family has suffered such a tragedy. But I also want to say congratulations on your new baby that's coming soon.
Thank you. We're super excited.
Great, that's awesome. And I feel like was this the reveal to the world?
Oh, well, it is now. So woohoo! Thank you, baby Case, and thank you, God.
Excellent, Shannon. Thank you so much, Chris. Aria, thank you so much for being with us today. That's excellent. Okay, next we're going to hear from our good friend Kristen Cowan. Kristen is the founder of the Smile and Ryland Foundation in honor of her son Ryland. And her family represented the LifeGift and donation on the Donate Life Float and the Rose Parade in 2019. Kristen, do you want to share your story?
Okay, my name is Kristen, and as you can see right here is the piece that went onto the Donate Life float in 2019. So we hang it up proudly in our house, and it's so special to us, so I thought I would share that with you guys. as a good follow-up, I'm actually running for Team Baby Case, so I'm excited for that. So, and I'm running in memory of Smilin' Rylan, and Rylan is my son. He earned his angel wings in 2017, and he is my hero, and he saved 5 lives through organ donation. Like you said, Chris, we did start a foundation called the Smilin' Rylan Foundation, and we host an annual run out here in Katy in April every year, and we raise awareness for organ donation, and we help just bring life to this and let people know about it. And actually a lot of our proceeds go back to LifeGift. So we are proud parents. We miss Rylan, but we know that he has given the ultimate gift of life, and now 5 people are thriving because of his gifts. And so it's important for us to make sure that other people know about organ donation. So we are very excited to be a part of the Second Chance Run. And it's just a big day for us in this house too, to advocate for you guys. And I just want to thank you guys for having us. And we are just happy to be a part of this event. So thank you for the invitation.
Great. Kristen, thanks so much. I know you and your family pour so much into this work to raise awareness and to honor Rylan. We really appreciate everything you do and the relationship that you have, as with all the ambassadors of hope with LifeGift in our communities. There are more than 10,000 people in Texas in need of organ, eye, and tissue transplants each year. So to those of you watching, and please go and register to be an organ donor at donatelifetexas.org. Tell your friends and families, try to get anybody that you can to remind them that organ donation, tissue donation, eye donation is such an amazing thing and has such a powerful impact on the lives of other people, and to sign up at donatelifetexas.org. For more information about the Second Chance Run that's beginning today, and to register, feel free to go to secondchancerun.org. I think the website is right here behind my head. So secondchancerun.org. And thank you to all of our ambassadors of hope. And thanks to all of you who are watching and helping us raise awareness about the immense impact of organ, eye, and tissue donation. I want you to get out there and run, but have fun more importantly than anything. It's not about who finishes first. It's just about raising awareness and calling attention to this need. I'll be running this will be my very first 5K that I'll be doing. Thank you so much for everybody, for all you do to help change the lives of others in a positive way. And with that, I think we can go. Everybody get out there and run. Thanks, everybody. Bye.